byo kwa mwenda 2023
kine kikuntama ekinkutina k'ebintu bibiri izoba ryo kumburuka n'izoba rya keshongoro ka Christmas
ariyo renti uryo no yirukangana n'ibishongoro bya Christmas. Anyway, yeah, but still we move on. Thank God it's a Friday. Today is a Friday. About actually, just stress it between Ektuaravana, Majomero. This is the weekend now to go and refresh ourselves. For us, the Bazukurus, and we enjoy our lives, and you know it is also part of killing that stress. So, omurebo wa Sky Television no murungi na mnongo msiramu eka tukushabire actually naza kutushabira because they are going for Juma prayers today, being a Friday.
To all Muslims worldwide tubashabira izoba rungi kandi twena tsheme kuri HTNSA izoba rukuru ya Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam bantu tuzo mu muzigiti kandi tushaba tsimo ruhanga ni mwe abakristayo the Christians asande ni mwe mjende mushabe ni mwe abanda ba Seventh Day Adventists ni mwe muzarwa mukaga mushabe ni mwe abanda binebiro byanyu insinu kwe kutura
ari umwana kajati don't starve on Saturday. Actually, I got to know it recently. Don't starve on Saturday. If you feel like you're not having any way of getting lunch, go and pray with the Seventh Day Adventist.
Are you sure?
You will tell me later. You will not get hungry. Seventh Day mwana akora jema
echama no kureba ngo wagenda netayi wajwaraje kandi babihambura ingira ba Seventh Day. Bona taburu no murubata no hingura tariho kugamba nogira Bible yawe no jwaretayi no jwaraje noza yuno rye imekimere cyawe no hura nebyeshongoro birungi
but can't all churches now do like Seventh Day Adventist? Actually, can't even Juma Karim prayers, all Muslim places. Okay, all places of worship.
Yeah, but some one actually. But at least one bajira mu obwire mwe bataho. Harbo Maulid. Harbabi ni Maulid.
Okay. What do they do?
Maulid ni bajira abantu. Babagira abantu bisha barya abantu babo barya bashemerwa by'emiceri n'inyama konka barya bo wito
hariyo na id aduhe bakweta abantu bakaba
hari babagabire id aduha adha
omba kristal no mba
kristal wanu
Christmas Dada bateze yo kurya bya Christmas cyo twachihira abanywani bita ba Seventh Day Adventist for them they have a program of having meals with their followers. Yeah. So when abanywani bita basiramu tubashaba mujene muze kushaba sheki yahaya naza kubaryaha program y'umusiramu mutakafirwa ha Sky Television abarho shayi 10 morning at Sky ine Olivia Kamsime na Edwin akoraje irizono rakatanu mpam tuganira ebigenze nibaho mu weekend twine kugarukayo kwa bana amashomero omuziro bano mbugana tachira konkani mangu hati the highest percentage now abana they are already at
school. Of course hinabana bakiriyo mbyaro abana barhunu barahati umwana kumangutaka humurikire kandi ari serious na transport tajine na nakasente takine ko kutandikiraho ariyo ko na rabambe tushabira bazira babashina abantu mu maka babona kuba batwara then hariyo nabana nabo abariyo birukanga sika bakora sika and hide and seek
aro mwana batwira ishemero
ariyo natoro
bakahasente za fees takashire
hariyo takashireyo hariyo oyerwarze hariyo kandi uriyo nagira ate bunda kwatarise na nyina many times bakazabona
this is third term my friends abana binzi bakoze the beginning of term
mwana na mukazi na yato mwana rwire
ati wote akoze the beginning of term ya third term ahamuherugo mwaka bamara kora cumulative report are you going to be promoted to the next class?
Of course ubwo mwana aje kugira issue so ntubashabira kandi as we said dushaba bashomesa nimurebe kingu abana aba baguma yishomero.
Protect our children.
Protect our children.
You are the second parents
Yes.
of our children.
Yes.
I hit study nta mushomesa nta kuba.
Yes. So twenda murebe kingu abana aba bashoma kandi mwabihamu ihanga rya nyensya. Nyensya yitu ntekwa kugitebekanisa tureke kwegomba amahanga gandi.
Yeah.
Yet ihanga ryitu nito tushime twinobujunanzi bwa protecting. So agona makuru tube twino mu weekend kutandikana na rwa katano urtwaheruka kandi kwijana na hariyo wagandi makuru.
Hariyo banyani bita ba FDC.
Hello. FDC we congratulate both numabine hati bine teams ibiri bine Katonga kandi bine na Janankumbi. Abana Janankumbi mwaze turebere bapikinga nominations bono bagumza mutu bakuteka nguhine cyabiro kandi yishwa ngo bakazo mukoti batabaza ngo tashime kuba ntabaho ene in a conference or any meeting until 4th. Koti kugati byagumzamu ningira habaho small things bari abagumzamu aba Janankumbi kwebemberwa hati current president wabo ubatorine Austin Same Lord Mayor Elias Rukwago Sarongo baronda harakatongaho bakagira mukoro gw'amanu nonga kano retired kano Dr. Kiza BSJ akabarho yahereza keynote address baronda abantu basemujunganda ba Francis Mwijuke nuwe yabire treasurer akarepresinga honorable Ekanya Geoffrey hakabayo Kaija Harodi Keija manya bahiba habo of course chairman nakagaka yarabo iyo chairman ambassador so mwenye mwazo tuyaho kandi twareba the other team nayo yajya mukare mwitwereka tusimbure bapikinga nominations zabo honorable Nandara Mafabi ayireyo bwa president nanda kwesimba bwa president bwa party turebere muzeyi wanje Jack Sabiti turebere bona tuterebuka bamwenda turebe honorable Amuriati boy turebere ijo manyana nkakari bakaza kumpiraho amadara na ngo atembe honorable Salamu Musumba yaremwa we namwe mtarakikire
My friend
muzeyi wakatu yashire na umukazi watu honorable Salamu yaza kutemba yaremwa yabashabira unsumbira imina shaitani rajim yabashabira ati atkamba shabire naremwa kunkabambe nabashabira mbabazi muze numukika ijuka mwande cyabireho abantu aba bakagira ubwenge bwabo nabo noma baza gukora busabara hati bo batware y'ikibinja kimwe cy'abantu na chairman yabanu yaza honorable ambassador Birugwa hati polisi yateka nguniyo niyo bakuza gukora kunu bo bayarenginga kunu Katonga road abandi bantu baza Katonga polisi yo yagenda yaza nankeji yagenda yaza polisi yagenda yaza kuriya busabara kuyashikira busabara bo bogumizamo nibi na program bari bategereza wapi byayanga so sia ahibagiye kwa ngo abantu bacika kare
polisi urukiko you are too early for the next meeting
tubatabarisi aba FDC kandi really tubashabira pate yanyu kwe kubaje ihanga yito niyongera kuterera.
Yeah. We are praying for you because we also need opposition parties much as we have the ruling party, but we also need each other because that's why we have the shadow government also. Makoraganda marunji abanyayuganda mnamnonga pa murimbara bino kushemerwa wabande bino kuteganisubwa mukace rutindo rwitorwa akatete bagansire kuba bartereza mukace kace unkande birabana bateganisubwa nyumwa abazyo abana bemba twarwa za boda ishuka boda zibesta kwisherezwa bakora baho babemba bapakinga umwana atamanyirire kutamba cyo bakubagira ngo abazire mwede sabana anything can happen. Ubenoro umwana kurga nkarutindo kuza municipal cyamubere kintu cyo gomera munonga kandi there is actually a kid who moves from Behar to municipal every day wonga kurga rutindo
no bene babaisi hari.
I'm giving you a scenario. Hari umwana amanye they are dropped by borders every morning konka kugira ngo aharutindo batakukiriza urabaho for some time. Ubenero umwana kugira ngo argarutinda za municipal cyamugumera yareba ngo bantuze nushanaza nka Kampala. That is for some kids, but hari umwana amanyirire kutambara naragana baharwe aje as a municipal college abje. Yeah, so sometimes abana bitu nabo mwine kubeje sanguna no kutambara nako kuro sometimes things change. Umwana mutambara nuvuga umwana mutoka kajero kuyaba umwana nabasa kwese ishobero. So some kids got
Barasite South meya Jomo Mugabe na nabantu bona ba abino bushoborozi kureba ngo rwutorwa barkora kandi rwatandika gukora imirimo yarwo abantu barabaho with ease kandi mwarkoraje to give confidence to the pedestrians, the motorists, the cyclists, and everybody who uses that road.
Actually noreba no transporting abashubuzi binji abamwe bakora muri mbaro mu Central Market twine bizimbe bya Port Virumanya Western Arcade Amazon nubargaza actually not only Gatete people harabakorgaza isenjoro, so it is a road that is connecting many people currently. So mbwenu urutindoro base kuba mazimano barukora ombwire butarwa harabo kuba kana truck drivers mwendeke kuraba rutindorito abo kuba numuza kuruhenda nyinja karoshange nakubata aho katacuru nambwenu abo kweri ndabikwasiro mukabeba ekintecho nomchkwasa mani kurebeka ngo truck drivers, these heavy trucks don't pass on our bridge because they are going to be spoiling even what is there. Yeah, eshahe mwekusi ya shahi biri nekushiwa banyani bitu abakabiri energy drink echo kunywa cho mtano mnonga no chinywa na batahi bawe na weekend nkeji no wasako banonywa kabiri energy drink mbase kubana mushemerera oine Edwin akoraje no Olivia Kamsime ekatufumureho atarga Sky TV.
Programu echi ya Morning at Sky ne kuchibwaho abakabiri energy drink nywa kabiri energy drink ohura amashemererwa amagara gona waba kabiri energy drink.
Sky TV irakari abantu.
Saturday nga 10 Oktoba amawe mugenda kurendongo Deviru Taro izi nimbarara live munaro ngarba mronje extra Oyo Taro ojakura Mbarara University in shirinzo mtwaro kumwe emitwaro ebiri na tebro za mtwaro 5 muje muriendongo ensiaka baba endongo estairo endongo ganya kusikuro jikure. This is Rutaro a new model Saturday 10 Oktoba Mbarara University in ejakwato muri haya purete yani bya mamate echana chirange nyana next time rachona na chirubatanga chirikurubatira hamtima Rutaro mano wanyita Wagida Buganda kombucha drink Sanyuka TV Afro Mobile SPC Join Millers Bukade TV Roseful Mattress Asanti Tangawizi Tea.
Amazina ganje nubanyita Joshua Tukesiga, Director wa Adra Model Primary School, Day and Boarding School, Nursery and Full Primary School, Shangwaha Akenke ahashungine na Coca-Cola plant na Makenke barracks ntwereza abana ubwegese obwo mulingo bwo mutano ubujwangizemu na ebyemukono ningashi skills tugesa abana baharani tubegesa computers kandi tubahereza na transport abana bakubana bataha twine school vans twine abashomesa batendeke abomulingo mirungi ndetaye yemwe nemwe kandi abakwasa kuletera umwana wawe yaruga mu murungi wa nyensya tubasha bangu mutwereza abana banyu abakuba tuyo ishomero ryo mutano kandi kwasa gukora kugerekeye yakora umwana wawe wabana ndakutushikira mutera akasumu 0 kinana na munana 30 ningashi Airtel 0 5 endijo 0 mwenda 2 15 baba nonda kutandikira mukashandike ka email no twandikira hari info@adulam.sc.ug waba nonda kutureba mu kuri ya internet no tuguguringa ha www.adulam.sc.ug.
Water, please. Can I play with Momo?
No.
Hey, can I play with Momo?
Here's our merchant.
Oh, very good.
7 maker?
20. Can I play with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for it.
Can I play with Momo?
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Sibe niwe rwa mukaga nyowe niwe sande nze kusoma yamawe wijandari
olususu lw'omwana wange lwetaaga endabirira eyeesigika kyenva mmunaza kyogero vitamin E soap ate ne mmusiiga kyogero vitamin E pink jelly okusobola okukuuma olususu lwe nga lulamu. Omwana wange n'anyirira ne yeeyagala n'abeera musanyufu buli kaseera. Ate ne famire yange nayo tukozesa kyogero products. Y'ensonga lwaki tunyirira. Abazadde tukozesa kyogero products omuli cocoa butter jelly and soap, aloe vera jelly and soap ne non-perfumed jelly. Clean your skin ng'okozesa kyogero products. Asangibwa mu maduuka ne supermarkets okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna.
Sky TV, in conjunction with Honorable Robert Mwesu Warkari, the MP Mbarara City North, invites you to Perfect Your Expression event, which is to take place at Mbarara High School Main Hall on 30th of September 2023. The event where the school representatives will be competing in debate.
Not an administrative decision. You make the decision in person and, put yourself into the action as the person and no one influences you.
Is aimed at promoting the public speaking skills among the participants.
We should be more serious about that, whereby the students who go home in the middle of the term, when they are entering, they take them and they get to know what they have come with.
Come perfect your expression and public speaking skills with Honorable Robert Mwesu Warkari and Sky TV.
Sky TV yakuletera ekisya omuli bulenje rw'izoba oyine emikoro ya bulikika enkiiko zoona emikoro y'amashomero corporate companies hamwe n'ezindi nyamwingi nitukumanyisa ngu nitubaasa kukwatira omukoro gwawe butunu aha Sky TV aha kasente kakye munonga kandi nitubaasa kushanga buruhori iwe kyoyine kukora tuhikire aha office zitu aha Makrista Road hihi na Kabateri ne Primary School omu Rurembo Mbarara ninga tuterere simwezi Note mushanju 89 93 5 3 7.
wona wosinzira okubanga ate ola program yaffe manya omuntu wo.
Manya omuntu wo ne kuletera embozi z'abantu oleba okushasha okuba rukurabamu.
Motoka yantomerera mu kubo yansinkana mu kubo sawa nyeza okumacha nentomera okuva olwo n'okutusaka tusiwananga
entura yabo n'ebindi
nentandika okujjanjabisa naye nga ebyenkozesa nga mbijja Kampala ng'ehoima tebiriyo n'ekibuga nga tebiriyo n'emisozi nga tebiriwo
nangwa n'aba babiri bariho bari kutebya emboozi zitari zimwe na zimwe
ekyanzijja emuyenje oba ebukomero twadduka lutalo
olutalo welukuddusa ove emuyenje
nve emuyenje ngende Gomba naye bo baali bava Rwanda nange tombuuza bajja ddi
lwaki sikubuuza
ate tombuuza kyekyabaleeta nange neesanga ndi nabo wano
buli lwakana shaha 3:15 kuhika 4:15 otaferwa program manya omuntu wo
nange omweza wa Frank Mswata.
buli lwakabiri shaha 3:15 kuhika 4:15 z'omukiro otaferwa program omuhingi n'omulisa aha Sky TV. Kwega abahingi okega abakugu nangwa tukakopa nali abo bantu ababasize kuraba omu business age bari kutwegesa kimwe 2-3 okutwakubasa kutunga entasya omu byobuhingi n'obulisa obwe turi kurabira omu mataka gitu make lero tyo tukabasa kutunga entasya nyamurungi obwe program age neza kubone kukibwaho nyowe kanwa kagamba Edmond principal farmer omuhingi atarukwata mu itaka.
President Museveni mpajiro mutala police excuse me. Kaya movement na yo but times the one and the chiefs the father and the son
the son is the delivery ebintu bikuri okunja okumanya ebihomo manya abanyarwanda obuyana kiretara awe kugira n'umunji aho ntukuremera
tumi nindeba umutwantuhereza n'umushoro muke konka hati kubagwihira kuba leta indirect taxes twaho umushoro mwingi kandi na hash conditions ziriya za geresta zardo
sande kugira ngo nabe kimeneki but because possible runda our individual merit
historical distortion which abantu bakire kureba abo kwato of course government zizireho na negia inareme kashango go mwanya
ndashaje no tsevinga sindi rukumu n'ikimugumba konka ke myoba eyabere enterprise base obora boda boda you cannot save 1000 per day katiriya you government ejako buli lwa mukaga shaha mukaga okusya munanda zihangwe
otaferwa program education and patriotism nanye Vincent Mujinyagwishwa turukuretera abantu ombintu bitari mwe namwe ebikwatirene nebyo bwegese no kukunda ihanga ryawe nibakwegesa ibyo kubasa kundo mu ihanga ukabasa kubishemererwamo kandi ukafuna no muri ebyo ruho no shoma ningashe biwashomere Sky TV irakari y'abantu.
Program party time aha Sky TV na nyamwereza wawe ainenina bursande kuyashaha mushanju kwisashaha 10 zo mwabazyo niyo program yaraberorebera birungi byonka emikoro mirungi decoration zensia gown zensia makeup zensia byona noza kubona bushanga aha Sky TV neshanga ma Crystal Road omurembo orwambara aha henyine no kubasa kutungira iwo kwenda kureta emikoro yawe kwenda kureta byona no basa kubitereza ntu byoreka Sky TV shanje aha all media media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Byona no banochanga tamu Sky TV UG official no banotunga je buterevu aha aho shitame nyini nanyo muhereza wawe Aine Nina omushiki wanyu.
Lunchtime request show aha Sky TV okurugoro kubanza
Sera gatano
shaha munana
Shaha ikumizo mwawa not kwanta omudi ya tamushana
okushaba keshongoro
Shaho birthdays no manya oryoko to kumanya muntu wa mane ok celebrating na birthday
twinemu obutumwa bwingi aho surprise calls ziri no basa kohereza obutumwa mama wawe tata wawe omwana wawe nenga shi boyfriend wo nenga shi ex wawe
nakuruga shaha munana kusya shaha ikumizo mwabazi
hanuya
aha Sky TV
iraka lyabantu is the boy king
Nadena Cavs baby
bam 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 omulebi wa Sky TV otaferwa muzano nyamurungi nibihinduka
oraba nzasibwa
tula wansi
bakukomera shumuzo babenaki
omuzano ogw'abantunga mu United Actors nugoreka abulirwa kubanza mpako rwa katano shahi mwene chweka zo mwabazi rero kugarukwamu urwa mukaga shahi 11 n'echweka ezo mwabazi
nyuwe ni tweka nyuwe just kugoza hubatikache
turebere enshonga za rukundo aha rubaju rw'omwami n'omukyara boyfriend na girlfriend narishi abantu bingi abari okwe habiremu obutiikirizana habamu n'obutabanguka omu maka turebere ngu ebi nibireetwamu obuteesigana okushanga otiinevunanizibwa aha mukundwa wawe too much expectations kandi na lack of respect for your partner ebyo nabishanje aha Sky Television omu programu nyamurungi eya Love Drive erabeeriho buri Sunday shayi na n'echweka mpaka shayi 5 n'echweka ez'omukiro so tukusyaho amabaraka g'abantu harimu enshonga zitari zimwe na zimwe tukusyaho n'obuhabuzi kuruga abantu abari okwe nanye omuheereza wawe Olivia Kamusime tushanje aha Makarista Road hihi na Kabaterine Primary School narishi aha social media platforms zona Sky TV UG official Sky TV iraka ry'abantu
Sky TV iraka ry'abantu.
Sky TV, in conjunction with Honorable Robert Mwesu Warkari, MP Mbara City North, invites you to perfect your expression event, which is to take place at Mbarara High School Main Hall on 30th of September 2023. The event where the school representatives will be competing in debate.
Not an administrative decision. You make the decision in person and, put yourself into the action as the person and no one influences you.
is aimed at promoting the public speaking skills among the participants.
So should be more serious about that, whereby the students who go home in the middle of the term, when they are entering, they check them and they get to know what they have come with.
Come perfect your expression and public speaking skills with Honorable Robert Mweswarkar and Sky TV.
Sky TV yakuletera ekisya omuli bulenje rw'izoba oyine emikoro ya bulikika enkiiko zoona emikoro y'amashomero corporate companies hamwe n'ezindi nyamwingi nitukumanyisa ngu nitubaasa kukwatira omukoro gwawe butunu aha Sky TV aha kasente kakye munonga kandi nitubaasa kushanga buruhori iwe kyoyine kukora tuhikire aha ofisi zitu aha Makrista Road hihi na Kabateri ne Primary School omu Rurembo Mbarara ninga tuterere simwezi Note mushanju 89 93 53 37
wonna wosinzira okubanga ate olaba programu yaffe manya omuntu wo.
Manya omuntu wo nekuletera emboozi z'abantu oleba okushasha okuba lukurabamu.
Motoka yantomerera mu kkubo yansinkana mu kkubo sawa nyeeza okumakya nentomera okuva olwo n'okutuusa siwananga
entuura yaabo n'ebindi
nentandika okujjanjabisa naye nga ebyenkozesa nga mbijja Kampala ng'ehoima tebiriyo n'ekibuga nga tebiriyo n'emusozi nga tebiriiwo
nangwa n'abo babiri bariho barikutebya emboozi zitari zimwe na zimwe
ekyanzijja emuyenje oba ebukomero twadduka lutalo
olutalo webukuddusa ova emuyenje
nva emuyenje ngende Gomba naye bo baali baava Rwanda nange tombuuza bajja ddi
lwaki sikubuuza
ate tombuuza kyekyabaleeta nange neesanga ndi nabo wano
buli lwakana shaaha 3:15 kuhika 4:15 otaferwa programu manya omuntu wo
nange omweza Frank Mswata.
Sky TV iraka ry'abantu.
Sky TV iraka ry'abantu kwakira munwana wanje uri ha Sky zoberi kandi twagira umugisha kutayisa deputy RCC Mbarara in charge ahabwa Mbarara City North kandi sabantu gamba hanshonga zikwatirine nebyo burambuzi ihangeri jo ukisinsa president kwewe national budget kandi na no speeches akuratireho akagamba ngo ibyo burambuzi bisheme kutebwa mu amani ahabo kuba ni bimwe ahabo kuletera dora ninga kuletera entasya ihanga gitu ntawugenda tugamba niki ecyakubasa kukorwa hiya ndya tujya koje ningwaho abandu bantu abakuruga mu Kenya kandi mu tourism ya Kenya kandi no mu Lekemburu National Park kwenda kongera kuganira aha nyamishwa aha binyonyi aha miti aha cultural heritage na nebindi byona byakubasa kureta abarambuzi na nitwe okutwakubasa kubatwariza twakwakira sebo
nange nsanyuse nnyo
yogera y'abantu abatulaba nadala o mixing mu n'olusoga lwene
olusoga lwene kode abasoga batuwuliriza kode baganda befa abanyankole kode yomwe nababona Sky TV the biggest platform for news and information kati ndimusanyufu okuba nti ndi wano olwaleero ate ng'otandisa omulamu omulungi okukwatagana ebyobulambuzi omuntu wa Uganda yeebuuza kyeki ebyobulambuzi kwe kukuuma obutonde mu mbeera yaabwo nga gye bwali mu kutondebwa kwa Katonda nti omuntu bw'aba agenzeeyo yeewuunya engeri Katonda gy'alina amaanyi engeri gy'alina amagezi gye yakolamu ebintu mu nsi okiwulira muganda wange si bali abazungu abajja abeeru ne bagamba nti bazze wano abo be balambuzi naawe oli mulambuzi naye bw'oba otunuulidde obutonde emiddo bw'otunuulira emiti bw'otunuulira ensolo ez'omu nsiko ezo eza buli kika bw'otunuulira ebinyonyi byotunulire byomu nnyanja n'engeri Katonda gye yatondamu ensozi n'ebikko byonna n'ebibirimu the ecosystem ebyo byonna kye tuyita obulambuzi kati gwe bw'ogendayo n'otunuulira ebintu ebyo ne weewuunya n'osiima n'osanyuka olw'okwebaza Katonda okutonda ensi bw'atyo oba ofuuse omulambuzi tekyetaagisa nti kubeera mweru oba muyindi oba muki it's about appreciating the environment appreciating the ecosystem the ecology kati bw'ogenda mu kibuga ate n'osangayo n'omuntu byayongerezaako omuntu the human contribution to the structure okwongera okukyusa ensi babaita ba ecological engineers omuntu nga bwafuuse ate ecological engineer okukyusa obutonde n'abongerako ekirungi oyongera okwewuunya obutonde n'ebitonde engeri gye bikyuseemu okusanyusa omuntu mu nsi kyekyo kye bayita obulambuzi era olwaleero ndi musanyufu okuba nti tuli wano okwogera ku by'obulambuzi engeri gye bugasaamu eggwanga naye naawe otulaba otuwuliriza kikusanyusa kitya okulaba obutonde nga bujjudde ebirungi bisanyusa bikweyagaza ate ne bikukuuma okubeerawo kubanga biba tebiriiwo ebirala obulamu bw'omuntu humanity tebeerawo ng'obutonde tebuliiwo
bana abasisi nga sinaba kubuuza ku bintu ebirala ebyobweru naddala ebisolo ebinyonyi n'emiti n'amayanja n'emigga n'ebintu ebirala ebyabalambuzi bajja kulaba mu lutoolo bakuyita okusunga ebakuyija kusunga ekwerolera
mu Luganda
gwe nga RCC oli mukulembeze mu kibuga Mbarara ate naddala oli mukulembeze mu Mbarara City North yeyina neighborhood to Lake Mburo National Park.
Yes.
Is the main entrance from international community kubanga is the entrance from Entebbe Airport.
Yes.
Kakati abantu abalambula naddala bagenda nga Dubai, abagenda mu bibuga nga New York, nga abagenda mu bibuga nga Johannesburg oba Cape Town. They go to see the beauty of the city
urbanization
as a tourism source or as a tourism attraction zazi so mwe ngaba ekibuga abakulembeze b'ekibuga naddala Mbarara City North mutegedde mutya how have you prepared this city to become also an attraction
ne point gyoleta kubanga y'amaanyi nnyo era bwe natuuka mu Mbarara nendaba ekibuga ekirungi the city of Anne and Mirik naye Anne and Mirik ogisanga wa wennyini n'ogamba this point zero of Anne and Mirik Independence Park we wandibadde point zero of Anne and Mirik kati waliwo akayumba akali mu Independence Park bangamba nga nakatuuka nga mbuuza ebyobulambuzi biri anchored where ne bandaga akayumba ako nti element okubeera office eya tourism era nkyayagala okusinkanako tourism officer sinaba kumulaba wa city kuva lenajja wano okulaba tukoze tutya ka tourism package akayunga Mbarara n'ebyobulambuzi n'obutonde this is what bino byebiri mu bibuga byonna gye ntambulidde in the whole world in Budapest in Hungary in Beijing n'ebibuga ebirala by'omu China in New York in Florida where I have been many times in Atlanta in Washington nti omuntu ajja mu kibuga waliwo ebimukwatirira bingi neyesanga oluusi nga alinamu 3 hours 2 hours talina kyali kukola naye either is waiting for Mr. Akoraja amalize program bagende ku birala katime eyo gyabanga afunyemu ample time eyo agikozesezza atya okwongera okwapreciating ekibuga oba ekitundu kyaba agenzeemu ng'alinamu free time kati mu Mbarara there's a proposal nga nkimanyi nti bwe tuba tutandise tourism circuit the inner tourism circuit of Ankole in Mbarara bwe tuba tutandikidde ku Mahembe Gente as point zero ku byobulambuzi omuntu ava ku Mahembe Gente ne tugamba nti mu dakiika 3 osobola okulambula Mbarara City naye wobeera n'obudde we have a package for 2 hours wobeera n'obudde tulina a package for half day bwobeera n'obudde tulina package for a full day era half day sente bweziti 30 minutes sente bweziti n'otegeera nti mu dakiika 3 katugeze oyinza okumutambuza n'omujja ku Amahembe Gente n'omulaga akatale k'Embarara as a source of tourism where all the foods are eaten and sold n'ova ku Mahembe n'ova mu Central Market n'omutwala ku Independence Park n'alaba monuments eziriwo n'omutwala mu Royal Palace Kamukuzi n'alaba Kabaka obugabe gye bwali butuula n'omukomyawo mu kibuga 30 minutes simple trip omuyisiza ku Ankole Hotel the oldest hotel in Mbarara is called University Inn right now in attached to Mbarara University of Science and Technology n'alaba River Rouge wali then ne muweta ne mudda lw'ebikoona abamaze okulaba half 30 minutes were utilized. If you have a very good storyteller dakiika 3 nga bali kutambula omuntu oyo akomawo ng'ayagala akomewo for another hour ey'okulambula Mbarara oba a full day bw'oba ng'ofunye good storyteller you know obulambuzi kutunda mpewo na byakulaba kulobesa agambo ke kakatobesa olobesa omuntu nabeerawo n'aloba ng'atunulira ekintu awulira story n'akyatachinga ku kyekiriwo kati banne waffe mu Uganda tubirina bw'aba nga alina olunaku lulamba ne muvaako mukuzi ne tweyongerayo ne tugenda Biharwe eclipse of the moon ekifo ekyo bagamba nti okwolesebwa kwa eclipse omunyu n'enjuba byalwana ekiro omusana ne gwaka inankole in early times mu biseera ebyedda
1520
my dear that is a wonder thing I first heard about eclipse of the moon in Ankole ngambuuza ate mu Japan bamwita Hiro mu Narega tukola naye mu International Dragon Boat Federation twali Hungary mu kibuga kye bayita Zagadi nga tukola Dragon Boat Championship. Then when he saw me said, "Are you coming from Uganda?" I said, "Yes." "Do you know the eclipse of the moon at Biharwe Monument?" I said, "No, what is it?" Atenga yeye ali kunsomesa. That was in 2014 twali in Hungary Zagadi. Nambula that place happened in this way, nambula ne legend de Banyankore bali baluzinze ebyobulumuzi kati when the eclipse happened
omugabe wankole
that the legend happened
nyabugaro bwera nalwana ne omukama webunyoro olimi rutamahanga
nangamba nti the eclipse when the eclipse of the moon happened the rooters of cows took off. Yes. They thought the legendary Kabaka Kazoba had appeared to rescue his people. Alikumbulira mu Japan is an astronomer yasoma ebyo entambula
atenga abayi bahari bote bakimanyi
nange nga sikimanyi mva mu Uganda manyi okuswala okunene nambulira nti bakikozesa okusoma ensi bwetambula n'amayinja ago
oyogedde mukwogerako oyogeddemu akantu ng'akakulu bukyanga ojja wano tulabangako the tourism officer of the city. Kakati wano Mumbalala for example tuyinawo amayembe gente twandibadde tuyinawo ekrar wetulundira ente ezankole mu kifo ky'okututwala mu faamu y'omuntu the city should have its own kubanga city ina faamu kakyera eyo ndowooza oba ekyaliyo kyokka ngimanyi twandibadde tulaba government naddala y'ekibuga ky'Embalala bwepromotinga ebintu ng'ebyo waliwo wano nga wakava emakenke waliwo how do you call it a forest forest
reserve
that forest reserve we should be seeing how it is ready and prepared for tourists.
Actually it is very ideal for bird sanctuary kyomuntu asobola okugenda n'atuulawo n'alaba ebinyonyi ebijja okuwummulirako awo nga bw'olaba backpacking nti abagala okukola camping nga bali mu natural environment within the city basobola okuleeta tents zaabwe ne batuula
ne muteeka mu toilets
ka small facility aka toilets nga teri garbage tewali kantu konna akacaafu akabeerawo ne tukakozesa ze model city era nakugambye edda I'm drawing Mbarara tourism circuit which can just okulambula Mbarara in one day notegeera Ankole yonna in one day by only seeing Mbarara nti when you move nga bwe nkugambye nti bw'ova Mahembe Gate Independence Park Kabaka's Palace from there you go to Koranoria or Eclipse of the Moon from there you go to Igongo the museum it summarizes everything you see the cow you read about the cow, they tell you about the cow, culture and heritage. Waliwo ensozi eziri mu Isinjiro ezaakuumulira ekiro. Omanyiyo. Akafo kali eyo k'amaanyi nnyo kali connected to buwango bwa Ankole. You go to the ensozi emabega ebiharwe abachwezi gye babeera. We need to understand about the culture of the Bachwezi. How did they live? Because they believe to have lived longer and longer and longer. Then we go to Lake Mburo for conventional tourism.
This is a very interesting. This is a very interesting.
Ngenda kamaliriza era we mbaliriza ka that tourism circuit. Please Mr. Koraje njagala tukole omukago to promoting Mbarara along that tourism circuit together with the state tourism officer. Sigenda kugulawo company naye njagala okupromoting ekituufu kikolebwe such that abantu abajja mu Mbarara have ample time to understand and appreciate the heritage and the culture of Ankole. And then we finalize with Lake Mburo and its advantages on bird walking, trekking, sport fishing, boat cruises, byonna nga biri mu package emu wildlife viewing byonna nga biri mu package emu
abantu bambarira
kulambula within one day
n'abanyayuganda mwena okutwariza hamwe ningira mugire omugisha gwo kugira abahereza nk'aba RDC RDC conka abo nk'abandi bo tureba kunkuru RDC oyino bwenje buti mukozese murebeke ngu nk'etawuni yambarara twagira bintu bya tourism twagira ekitwabigobamo party y'entasya yakanso umwanya gwo kurebera kwihesente omukatare kakora norya ukamugake muzihemu kuba icyo burambuzi ningo mukatare nkaka kwihamwe sente z'abashubuzi konka mukakore nkabe icyo burambuzi. It's one way of promoting our city konka one way of you the leaders okwihamu esente twaza kumuraho akadashika kace munonga tuzagaruka aha kandi na nishongeje tuyo tujetekateka tsakureta nabandi bagenyi bongere kugamba aha bintu bya tourism on the bigger perspective otarugaho.
Sky TV irakari abantu.
Saturday nga 10 Oktoba amawe mugenda kurendongo Deviru Taro izi nimbarara live munarongo album launch extra Oyo Rutaro Gotv Mbarara University shirinzo mtwaro kumwe emitwaro ebiri na tebro za mtwaro 5 muje muriendongo ensiaka baba endongo estilo endongo ganya kukusikuroji kure. This is Rutaro a new model Saturday 10 Oktoba Mbarara University eja kwato muri haya purete yani bya nyamate echane chirange nyana next time rajona na tirubatanga tirikurubatira hamtima Rutaro mwana wanyita Gotv Buganda kombucha drink Sanyuka TV Afro Mobile SPC Join Millers Bukede TV Roseful Mattress Asanti Tangawizi Tea.
Amazina ganje nibanyita Joshua Tukesiga, director wa Adra Model Primary School, Day and Boarding School, Nursery and Full Primary School. Shangwaha Makenke ahashungine na Coca-Cola plant na Makenke Barracks. Ntwereza abana bwegese obwo mulingo bw'umutano ubujwangizemu na ebyemukono n'ingashi skills tugesa abana biharani tubegesa computers kandi tubahereza na transport abana bakubana bataha twine school vans twine abashomesa batendeke abamiringo mirungi etari yemwe nemwe kandi abakwasa kuletera umwana wawe yarugamu murungi wa nyensya tubasha bangu mutereza abana banyu abo kuba tuyo ishomero ryo mutano kandi twasa gukora kugerekeye yakora umwana wawe wabana ndakutushikira mutera akasumu 0 kinana na munana 30 ningashi Airtel 0 23 endijo 0 2 baba ndakutandikira mukashanije ka email notandikira hari info@adulam.sc.ug waba ndakutureba mikutu ya internet notugugulinga ha www.adulam.sc.ug.
Water please. Can I play with Momo? No. Hey, can I play with Momo?
Here's our merchant.
Oh, very good.
7 maker?
20. Can I play with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for rent.
Can I pay with Momo?
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
wanje omukahumuro kagufako kandi twagaruka aha twine ndijo mugeni watwejoyiningaho kandi tuzagumiza mu tuganira ahashonga ya tourism ninga ibyo burambuzi kandi tute aha level ndijo twenda ngwihangeri kwehuriza abarambuzi yabo ko nibo kuturetera dora ejo niyo bako kuturetera foreign exchange nibo kuturetera kasente ko kwikurezinga income yitu kandi ibintu bitu kayihanga riturukakura twajoyiningwaho ndijo mu muntu kandi naja kubana tugambira konkani bamweta Jim Justice Nyamu, Executive Director Elephant Neighbor Center narga muri Nairobi, Kenya. Yes. Kandi naja kongera kutuganira ahashonga. You introduce yourself. You're most welcome. First of all, thank you for coming all the way from Kenya, Nairobi, and to come to Uganda. Thank you so much. Your names, what you have come to Uganda for, and what is the expectations, especially in terms of ecosystem and tourism promotion.
Thank you so much. I want first to say a big thank you for giving us this opportunity to be in your studio. My name is Dr. Jim Justice Nyamu. I'm a scientist on particularly on the elephant issues that have done this for the last 25 years now, and I'm currently directing an institution called the Elephant Neighbor Center, which is based in Kenya. It's a non-profit organization, and I am also awarded by Kenya Wildlife Service. So this is a campaign work that I'm in now, which started in Nairobi on the 29th of July. It's my 16th edition of campaign work. I chose this to try and bring the African countries together. I've also done that in the US, in the UK, because when we kill our elephants here, there are people who buy the ivory. So it means that Africa is on fire when it comes to conservation. We must look at the source, we must look at the transit, and we must look at the consumer. For this particular, today is my 6-0 day since we left Nairobi, and on foot. Yes, we've been working in a convoy of 3 support vehicles in a team of 12. That means drivers, communication, and the Uganda Wildlife Authority. When I reached Maraba border, I was received by Uganda Wildlife Authority from the Kenya Wildlife Service, because the message I am hammering or emphasizing, it is the same message that the Uganda Wildlife Authority have tried to do or are trying to do this. So for the last 1 week now, I've been in Lake Buro and disallowing. We've done so many meetings, we've gone to churches, we've also engaged school. Yesterday we had an entry in this Barara city, and this work will continue all the way to Mirama Hills, and on the 29th will be handed over to the RDB or Road Development Board at the Mirama Hills, and then we'll continue all the way up to DR Congo.
Oh, that's very interesting. One RCC.
Yes, please.
According to what the Dr. Nyamu is saying, you received a very important guest into the city. What do you have for him,
no,
especially?
I just have
of an elephant.
I have the honor once again to welcome you, Mr. Jim.
Thank you.
For a very good cause, because the ecosystem doesn't have boundaries. And when he comes and gives that kind of gesture and message, that besides all the other issues that make human beings clash, fight, quarrel, there is only one thing that keeps us all and unifies all of us. That's preservation of nature. When we preserve our nature, the environment, you have heard about climate change issues affecting us here. But when the cause is in the industrialized countries in Europe, now environment brings us together into one ecosystem. We welcome you so much, especially when you remind our people to conserve the environment. We have presidential directives in Uganda and a big set of laws and regulations under NEMA to preserve the environment, keep nature intact. Try to take it preciously, because that's what is holding us alive as human beings. If we don't, then we perish. Now you're talking about the species of the elephant. The elephants roved in Barara and Ankole. At one time, they got extinct because of our activities as human beings on them. Our behavior chases our wildlife. And now when you come and remind our people, keep the environment clean. By keeping the environment clean in Barara, you are also preserving the nature in faraway places. because the actions here end up affecting the other side. If it is climate change, it affects the entire wildlife, the entire ecosystem and ecology, whether rural, whether urban. So when you come like this, we see that the world still has ambassadors. God is happy that some ambassadors to preserve his creation still exist. And here in Mbarara, we welcome you especially because it's a new city and urbanization, which is under challenge, where man is making more activities to change the environment to suit the urbanization setting. But in so doing, a lot of the organisms are being trampled on. With their planning new roads. And every time they're planning new roads, the entire ecosystem is also destroyed in the bid to create infrastructure to allow urbanization to take place. So when you come and you tell our people, remind us to do our cardinal responsibility of keeping the environment clean, keep it free from Kavera. Dispose of your garbage, right? To put in the right place. What is recyclable? Please do recycle it and may use it for other purposes. Keep the wildlife. Yeah, build a smart city. You are helping us to implement the sustainable development goals, upon which humanity survives. We welcome you so much in Uganda, and we hope to pay you another visit. If you also invite us in your country, we shall come and benchmark, share experiences. We learn from you, you learn from us, because we know that Kenya's tourism is far ahead of us. Kenya gets more millions in tourism than Uganda gets. Actually, we just get spillover of tourists. Those who come to see Masai Mara and other places end up coming to Uganda as a secondary, as an additional, to complement on their free time spent in spent on objective time in Kenya, because Kenya has gone is so versatile in marketing, in hotel management. Even here in Uganda, when you go to a good hotel, the best chefs in those hotels are Kenyans. I've been to Dubai, I've been to Malaysia. When you find a black man in Chichen, is from Kenya. He's branded, that's the brand. Kenya made a special niche in tourism. Now Uganda, we still suffer between there. The Hotari Training Institute, it's so far ahead. Here in Mbarara, I've asked many times, where do you get the workers who work in those hotels? Where do they train from? We have only one national training institute for hoteliers and tourism, that's in Jinja, Crested Crane Tourism and Hotel Management Institute. What about here in Mbarara? I've seen something around Riverways, where the management is trying to transform that hotel into a tourism training institute, which is a star idea. If it comes into reality, it will help us to explain some of the things we are laboring to make the community to understand. We need some experts who can really tell the people the relevancy of protecting nature, of promoting tourism, and how to do it. Because you see that, as you said, there are some aspects of tourism which really don't need those super infrastructures to be in place. When tourists come here, they don't want to stay in Las Vegas or Triangle Hotel. They want to be close to nature, close to nature. As we said about that, where we started the work yesterday, there's that forest reserve. Can we make it a bird sanctuary? Can we have provisions there to have tourists do backpacking from there? Can they put their tents there and sleep in nature, listen to the sounds of nature, and then proceed on their travel itinerary to Lake Mburo and other far places? And then lastly, as I was telling you, he had not come in. For me, I'm trying to design a tourism circuit for Mbarara City, which would include the key places that form Mbarara's tourism for today and for the next 100 years. I participated in making the Buganda tourism circuit, the Uganda tourism trail. It's called Kabaka's Trail. I participated when I was still working with the New Vision. And we drew, we itemized the great tourism places, sites in Buganda, and we even told the stories which could be recited by the tour guides. To guide, such that when you want to tour Buganda in one day, there is a special package for you. There's a package for a full weekend, 3 days, from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But there's a package for 2 weeks, where you can go take your time, listen to the stories, and move on. I participated. I'm the one who pioneered the Busoga tourism circuit, where there is rock climbing of Kagulu and other places, the kingdom places, the bird sanctuaries in Lake Victoria, Samuka Islands. All that, I did it myself, and I handed over to the Ministry of Tourism and Uganda Tourism Board. So we need to do this here as well. We need to cluster our tourism and disassociate ourselves from the mentality that tourism means foreigners. Tourism is everybody appreciating nature.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. When RCC, this is Mbarara City resident district city commissioner, representative of the president, and I'm happy that he's part of us, and his passion is also in tourism, and he knows really a lot.
Right.
Now, Dr. Justus, why did you choose to work for Elephant? Two, why did you choose your work to pass through Uganda to Rwanda, then to this trek to DRC? What is your interest?
Thank you. I chose elephant among other species. We say elephant are keystone species, or they are flagship species. If you look at the ecology, it encompasses all other species. Elephants are also they moderate the ecosystems. If you go to today in Makshions, you see towards the northern side, the forests have started growing thick now. It's because the population of elephants has decreased. So bringing elephant at home, you bring all other species. We also call them the multiple species associators. They bring species together. There are other animals that depend on elephants. Elephants are also open the shell wells through their trunk for other animals to depend on the elephants. If I choose a hyena, I could now, of course, leave other species behind. But bringing elephant, you bring all the species together. By itself, that is so gigantic, is a big species. This is my second time I'm working here. In 2016, I had started a walk from Nairobi to Dar es Salaam and all the way to Morogoro. I walked in this city through to Kura border. And that time the city was not this big. Then I went all the way to Fort Portal, Kasese, and then down to Chejajo, which again means elephants. And then all the way Mitiana, Entebbe, Jinja, and back to Nairobi. So for this particular leg, we see elephant are cross-border species. And if you look at how I have walked from Maraba border, that was Mount Elgon Conservation Area. We have elephants that enjoy the ecosystem from the Kenyan side, Ugandan side, and the history says that we used to have elephant that crisscrossed all the way from Bari to some areas of Busitema. But look at what has happened in between Tororo. There is nothing, and then come to this forest called Mabira. It's basically nothing. And then there is this western region. This is basically the hub of Uganda when it comes to what the RCC is mentioning about the tourism. And look at the Ikburo National Park. In 1998, I was studying Sesafry here as a young scientist on attachment from Kenya Wildlife Service during my studies at Makerere. We looked at the park. It was so big. In fact, from Riantode, this was the park. Yeah. But the park is shrinking always. It's gradually. So I choose this section again. It borders the Rwanda. We'll be crossing to Kajitumba, which is Akagera, the only place where we have elephants in Rwanda. And again, look at this region where we have even the Queen Elizabeth, and then we have the migratory route, which is between the Kasese and also the Rwenzori Mountains. So we are on the elephant ladder. And then moving down to Akagera, we'll now move up to Virunga. My intentions was to go all the way to Garamba National Park. Nevertheless, the issues of insecurity there cannot be able to, they prevent me from walking. Bringing elephant, and I love what my brother talks about. We have these notions, and I'm trying to demystify the perpetual attitude. Why do we conserve these animals? Do we conserve these animals for tourists? Absolutely no. If we change our narratives, we conserve these animals, for ourselves. Conserving elephant means conserving areas, like here in Ankole, and we are struggling. I am with the chief park warden. They are trying to ask people to cut trees in the forest. These are trees that animals should be cutting down. But because we don't have so many animals, what do? We cut those trees there. So what has happened, because of the shrinking of numbers of wildlife, we are now, people as human beings now, we have to protect those other animals in. So we are conserving this wildlife for ourselves. Secondly, we are conserving these animals for posterity, young generation. After that, this is where now the domestic tourist or the international tourist come. But if we begin with the tourist, then we miss the mark. This is in my PhD I did towards a new conservation model. We must change the model. We must change the conservation. It is not conserving for a people who will come. It is us. If we begin by saying, I have a share here, it is very easy for you to participate. And in our meeting yesterday in town, and I was amazed to go even to the parks, to the bus stations or to taxi stations. You find enthusiasm from these young men. People are ready to visit the park. I've been at Lake Buro for the last 1 week now, and I am amazed to see Ugandans visiting parks with the young ones. In Kenya, we never had this until COVID came. COVID was a blessing in disguise. That people now are tired of leaving the house. People couldn't go to bar. The only place they couldn't go is in the park. So we choose the elephant to bring these other species. And we also say, elephants never forget. So if we come in here, we will never forget. And the lastly is, and he mentioned about this, some challenges that I have encountered is the drivers of, or the enemies of conservation. We are the enemies of conservation. The politicians, which we call them political leaders, and then leading conservation. Conservation needs to be led by people who are passionate. It is not because of how good I am with the people. It is time to listen to the experts.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doctor. That is very brilliant and very articulate. I think our viewers have got the information right well. As we conclude, Mr. RCC, as Mbarara City, I feel, and Uganda at large, I feel we need to do something. First of all, you said we don't have a focal person in charge, a person in charge of that in most of the district structures or city structures, and yet we have, it's where we expect to get money, but we don't have focal persons in charge of those, in charge of tourism. And of course, there are many other species in terms of birds, trees, and animals that are being extincting and going away. What can we do as government?
I know as government caters for the portfolio of tourism officers at districts. Only that since Mbarara became a city, it had been in shortage of personnel, and recently the recruitment was done. I hope that the tourism officer is now in place. So we need to assist some of us who have been knowing what to do for a long time. We need to assist these young men to really do the right job and bring demystify what tourism means to the community, urbanization, and the ecosystem in totality. That's what we have to really emphasize. You talked about the leadership as enemies to the ecosystem. Humanity, don't I think bring out only one category. It is the entire human beings become the enemies of the environment, because everything we use is from the environment. The meat we destroy to eat, we destroy animals to get meat. That's one of the aggression on the nature. When we want to take greens, we still have to go and cut plants. When we want to build buildings, we have to go and destroy forests. When we want to take water, we have to go and drill it down, the soils. That is really a complete mess, and that is not so commensurate to proper environment conservation. However, there are some mitigational measures that government has put in place, the regulatory framework, the commitments, and especially our president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is so passionate about tourism and conservation of nature. He has been giving various orders and directives to protect the environment, like the wetland management directive, to conserve the wetland, because the wetland is an ecosystem that maintains a lot of organisms there and their lives. We're talking about the executive order for stop cutting trees in northern Uganda, no burning charcoal, use other renewable energy sources to get what you want, fuel and everything. All these aimed at protecting the environment. I last touched the elephant physically in Kunming Park in China. We had visited the Dragon Park. Whoever has a telephone, a smartphone there can check for Dragon Park in Kunming. It had a lot of species of animals collected from all over the world. And it was believed that even the elephants there were picked from Africa. There are some three and huge elephants, very old ones. And when you talk about one species keeping others, keystone species, and the elephant doesn't destroy other living things like killing animals for survival, like those that eat meat do. The elephant maintains the environment. Its ducklings also maintain other organisms to survive. So when you maintain a keystone species, you have protected several others within.
Okay.
Then when we come back to Buganda, the expert, in Buganda, keeping the environment, keeping the animal wildlife is enshrined in our heritage. Even here in Ankole, in Buganda, each clan has a totem.
Yeah.
And when it has a totem, it has the right to protect that species to which it pays allegiance. When you come to Busoga, the same story. So we have our culture is really enshrined, tourism as our heritage, tourism as our culture, tourism as our source of income, money, everything, but our source of life. The oxygen we breathe in is from the wild, from these plants. If we don't protect them, very soon we shall have even no oxygen. I was in Shanghai in 2017. There were gas chambers on streets to pump oxygen onto the streets, because Shanghai, from around 10 o'clock, the emissions from the industries in Shanghai, from the heavy coal mining and all that, make it difficult to get fresh air for breathing in Shanghai. So they had opened up gas chambers to pump oxygen. I was at the Oxygen Manufacturing Center, the greenhouse in Shanghai, opposite the satellite center. It was very, very marvelous. But it is an eye-opener to all of us who still have the fresh environment intact, that we should now keep ours. If the Chinese are suffering to manufacture oxygen and have gas chambers like street lights just emitting oxygen to help humanity survive, that's where I first saw people wearing masks. I asked myself, why are they putting on masks? They said, because of the contamination of the air. So we can do a lot. Let us preserve our environment, keep it clean. It is for the good of all of us as human beings.
Thank you very much. Your concluding?
My conclusion is that all is not lost. If only we can come together. I chose to come to Uganda because I believe you can choose who your friend is, but you cannot choose who your neighbor is. Yeah. So Kenya will not be safe unless we bring our neighbors together. And it has to start with someone. I began as a person. I've now passed it on to the RCC. You've gotten this. People are listening that this world, the Africa, need one person.
Lastly, Mr. Jim, tell over the whole world that Uganda is peaceful. Let them come and enjoy the Pearl of Africa.
That's true. If there is no peace, no one will come. Uganda is a peaceful country. I don't feel like I'm in a foreign country. It's an extension of my country. So wherever you are, please visit the Pearl of Africa. This is where you realize that you are in Africa.
Amen.
Our listeners out there, nienda kuwasima mnunga, mwebali mnunga
Thank you.
Asante sana. I want to hear some
Swahili.
Swahili.
We have Kenyans here, men Masais who sell artifacts, promote tourism here.
Ningesema ya kwamba ninashukuru sana kwa kuwa kwenye hii nchi hii. Ni nchi nzuri sana, iko na mandhari yake, chakula kizuri, ndizi tumekula, nimelishwa ndizi sana. Vile vile nimeweza kupatana na marafiki zangu wengi sana. Hivyo ni kusema ya kwamba wanaouza, nimekutana na Wamasai wenzangu, mimi naongea Kimasai kabisa, nimekutana na wao hapa mjini. Huu ni mji ambao ni kama Tanzania. Kwa hiyo wamekaribishwa na mimi niko hapa kwa nchi hii ya Uganda, niko hapa mpaka siku 29. Nitafute kwenye runinga, nitafute kwa Facebook, kwa Twitter, nipo tuwasiliane. Na tunasema hivi ya kwamba meno si ya mtu, meno ni ya ndovu.
Karibu.
Asante sana.
Karibu sana. Asante wenzangu, tunakaribisha wewe.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Bamwe bari mnonga abantu batureba kandi akoraje Edwin na bitu RCC abambara city kandi nchaja abambara city north kandi oine passion on bintu bya tourism na nabyo buramuzi kandi hamwe no mjenyi witu Dr. Jim Justus Nyamu akuruga muri Kenya hamwe na team yona ya Sky TV mugumeho mugumize mukandi murebe cyo mu protecting environment wherever you are. Tawugira umuco gundi tugarukantu Taisa obwana RCC namwe hamwe na naba Rekmburo National Park
and Uganda Wildlife Authority. Commend Uganda Wildlife Authority for doing a good job.
mwe bari munonga kandi twenda kwija kubeta tukagira twayongera kuganira kwongera kombeka ihagarito Sky TV irakari abantu
Sky TV irakari abantu
Saturday nga 10 Oktoba mawe mugenda kurendongo David Utaro izi nimbarara live munarongo album launch extra Oyo Utaro ojafura Mbarara University shirinzo mtwaro kumwe emitwaro ebiri na tebro za mtwaro 5 muje muriendongo ensiaka baba endongo ya style endongo ganda kusikuro jure this is Utaro a new model Saturday 10 Oktoba Mbarara University ejafuata muri haya purete byane bya nyamate cyane kirange nyana next time rajona na kirubatanga kirikurubatira hamtima Utaro mwana wanyita wagida Buganda kombucha drink Sanyuka TV Afro Mobile SPC Join Millers Bukade TV Roseful Mattress Asante Tangawizi Tea.
Amazina ganje nibanyita Joshua Tukesiga, Director wa Adra Model Primary School, Day and Boarding School, Nursery and Full Primary School. Shangwaha Makenke ahashungine na Coca-Cola plant na Makenke Barracks. Ntwereza abana bwegese obwo muringo bw'umutano ubujwangizemu na ebyemukono n'ingashi skills tugesa abana baharani tubegesa computers kandi tubahereza na transport abana bakubana bataha twine school vans twine abashomesa batendeke abamiringo mirungi leta yemwe nemwe kandi abakwasa kuletera umwana wawe yarugamu omuntu murungi wa nyensya tubasha bangu mutwereza abana banyu abakuba tuyo ishomero ryo mutano kandi kwasa gukora kugerekeye yakora umwana wawe wabana ndakutushikira mutera akasumu 0 kinana na munana 30 ningashi Airtel 0 5 endijo 0 mwenda 2 15 anana baba nonda kutandikira mukashaniceka email no twandikira hari info@adulam.sc.ug waba nonda kutureba mikutu ya internet no tuguguringa ha www.adulam.sc.ug.
Water please. Can I play with Momo? No. Hey, can I play with Momo?
Here's our merchant.
Oh, very good.
7 mega?
20. Can I play with Momo?
Unfortunately, no.
Baby, let's go.
When paying with MTN Momo comes with more benefits for everyone, it just doesn't make sense not to have it.
Hello, I've come for it.
Can I pay with Momo?
Yes, you can.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cashback every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Nasibe niwe rwa mukaga nyowe niwe sande nze kusoma ya mawe Wijandari Hayo Jane Herbal Tea Drink
Jani Herbal Tea Drink eddekendo okuviira ddala miti gyaffe nakabala ekyokunywa ekimmalako obukoowu abaana bange tebakyeraliikirira na kubongoota nga basoma akaseera akanyufu ne bakyali bange Jane akakkanya mukyala wange ku mulimu n'abavuzi b'ebimotoka bakiweera obujulizi olwo nno muzeeyi wange ne yeenyumiriza mu kataliimu sukaali Jane Herbal Tea Drink atujjuza
akolebwa aba Jane HST Limited
musange mu maduuka mu basuubuzi ne supermarkets zonna mu ggwanga.
Sky TV, in conjunction with Honorable Robert Mwesu Warkari, the MP Mbara City North, invites you to Perfect Your Expression event, which is to take place at Mbarara High School Main Hall on 30th of September 2023. The event where the school representatives will be competing in debate.
Not an administrative decision. You make the decision in person and, put yourself into the action as the person and no one influences you.
Is aimed at promoting the public speaking skills among the participants.
Person should be more serious about that, whereby the students who go home in the middle of the term, when they are entering, they check them and they get to know what they have come with.
Come perfect your expression and public speaking skills with Honorable Robert Mwesu Warkari and Sky TV.
Sky TV yakuletera ekisya omuli bulenje rw'izooba oyine emikoro ya buli kika enkiiko zoona emikoro y'amashomero corporate companies hamwe n'ezindi nyamwingi nitukumanyisa ngu nitubaasa kukwatira omukoro gwawe butunu aha Sky TV aha kasente kakye munonga kandi nitubaasa kushanga buruhori iwe kyoyine kukora tuhikire aha ofisi ziitu aha Makrista Road hihi na Kabateri ne Primary School omu Rurembo Mbarara ninga tuterere simwezi Note mushanju 89 93 53 37.
Wonna wosinzira okubanga ate olaba programu yaffe manya omuntu wo.
Manya omuntu wo nekuletera emboozi z'abantu oleba okushasha okuba lukurabamu.
Motoka yantomerera mu kkubo yansinkana mu kkubo sawa nyeeza okumakya nentomera okuva olwo n'okutuusa kati siwananga
entuura yaabo n'ebindi
nentandika okujanjabisa naye nga ebyenkozesa nga mbijja Kampala ng'ehoima tebiriyo n'ekibuga nga tebiriyo n'emusozi nga tebiriiwo
nangwa n'aba babiri bariho bari kutebya emboozi zitari zimwe na zimwe
ekyanzijja emuyenje oba ebukomero twadduka lutalo
olutalo webukuddusa ove muyenje
nve muyenje ngende Gomba naye bo bali bava Rwanda nange tombuuza bajja ddi
lwaki sikubuuza
ate tombuuza kye kyabaleeta nange neesanga ndi nabo wano
buli wakana shaha 3:4 kuhika 4:4 otaferwa program manya omuntu wo
nange omweza Frank Mswata.
Sky TV irakari abantu
kurikayo omukahumuro karunjako aba babine actually akoraje Edwin twatwine RCC na wantu kuruga omu Serengeti bakugamba elephants kampa mingu information wanditunga kurunji mnonga twagaruka stira morning at Sky twine banywani bitu abachogero habo products mbenjera kugira bina mashita go kwesiga aga aloe vera green na sabuni hamwe na cocoa butter nobasa kuba nobikozesa kurunji mnonga noza kuyamba iwe nabeka yawe noza kuba numushemero mnonga kushanga ngo ine skin bonire iwe nabeka yawe mbasa kuba mushemeriro kandi nobasa kuzishanga actually cosmetics shops zona aho mu Uganda na heru za supermarkets zona basa kuba no kwata products za abanywani bitu abachogero habo products bitu ntwanjara kumanisa Sky TV na mtahi witu actually umkuru Honorable Robert Rukari tuwekanise debate eraberi ahambara high school ebiro 13 ebyo kwa mwenda 2023 mwenu mubase kuba no mwanditsa mugende n'abana banyu mubase kuba no mwijo mu debate neza kuba eriyo mutano mnonga kandi neza kuba netungura interanta z'abana na mnonga ekinteje besiri actually public speaking omwana kushanga unabasa kwekuza hagati y'abantu narishi ombantu nyamwingi abase kuba nayegambaho eco ni kintu cy'amana mnonga kandi tuza kuba twinebera abo nyamwingi eyo kuhereza abana abarasinjeyo okugamba kurungi abayabine confidence abana abayabine points zabo kanoza kuba nogire baje aha Sky Television kuba in live twagaruka na nomjenyi irizoba zagamba akintu kibakweta kampaniro abantu bingi mizire mu chura tumukumanya okukutambara oba kukikozesa mwenu oguno mugisha gwanyu obase kumanya kampaniro nemanyisa ki nogikoze sota nekuyambeta kandi who are the people involved twakwakira studio zitu za Sky Television.
Bari munonga ampangare yitu kubasa kunyakira hano mu studios anabari ba Sky TV. Amazina ntumukonde Joshua Ndoroya ngashindu Pride ngashindu umunyabirajero nikoro mutawuni yitu yambara kandi kwa na company bageta mu biru and arho associated advocates kana shivwa munonga kwakirwa kandi mpamya ngo twakwendeye program muri wa Sky TV nako yacengere company nchimanyisa ki
we bari munonga Joshua kutwegitaho aha morning at Sky twakushemera munonga kandi company yangu abari ba Sky TV bategera matu kura intande waturetererizo banzo tushoborere company ro ni applying eta ni manyisa actually umutanda banza manyi company ro ni manyisa yes
mwenye za kushobora muri muto nyankore
urujungurure tukwate mukaseka
so bagamba company kanje tenka group
ka Sky TV kutujya hambwene
kunga gamateka go n'umushango abinji gagunguza kubagenda rwoye bashazere kagure Salomon versus Salomon akaryo umushara kwabira mukazi weye babugize kushobora what is a company nchimanyisa ki company no kikengota company umushango bakajangu company yo netanaho na nabine muzashares ngashabine mwe mugabo
yes
company netana na ba directors cyo kurebera kandi cyo kurebera onka Sky TV mawujisengere nga company umuntu kijankanga shashora nka airtime yanje eshazo kusitama okuza kure kutanka gamba mukansharaho uchiminzi mu mwahende ndagano nani impababera tinza kwa birimo bunashanga mu impababera Sky
company
Sky company wena bini ntwaro mukoti so na wakwa ni za universities zo kushangaza josenjenga company wano uchabana habera university to kuhabera ba vice chancellor to kuhabera ba so yo company netanaho na nabantu abo kuba kwa bine mwe mugabo nasho kwa bagitandikireho now company ine miringo actually inza kutanchiro miringo ebiri arho company limited by shares ningashe company limited by guarantee unageza kujangu nizitanaho actually bajangu a company is a separate entity or it is separate from its directors and shareholders yonene tanaho nimwe nchokwe batinga company yo wama no jangu mwechiza mjangu twafutanga company yitu biyumuna kubona runda kasente kati na kati ningashisha capital yitu neji mwakatekamo mwamu ruhondo janu mwenda kukamera kujangwa company katugihendere imwe nk'abantu hari n'umuntu wabasigaye nabanje ubwayi n'umuntu wabayine yonke iki hari n'umuntu wabayine yonke chisoni mu muguza assets za company tuje mwaguza nkeze ntebe naki and you have to clear your debts ngo mubana ke bya company bubate ya company mutakisha kajangwa twarimo mu choma nta narumba company so company ine miringwe baro company limited by shares na company limited by guarantee company ujangu ni this is a company limited by shares bamanyisa ngo company ahamuhero gwayimo abantu muhendera muri kuza kugihendera buryo munaza kuba na leta shares yabasize takashashwiri ngashise akasinda kabasigaye nabanje ubwo at camporetera abantu binji wana bashobora company batinza gizo jangwa atise mwakwata nimase kwa twatandika company ko juje staringa tujanga tutansana na share capital ninga capital yitu nikuri ya million nkemwe tujanga turi abantu babiri aho kuza kugitandika iwiwe na nyowe nyoshanga ninka director iwor secretary riyo muhandiki bajangu twatansa bajangu company limited by shares zitwineza nikashaka capital yitu million emwe so byo ya contribution zinga imitwara 50 na contribution 50 izo ni shares zitwatandikisa washanga ngukwano kitanditsa ya twatwitwantuzo nkiyo sanza tuwashashora ngakatwateka ngo nyisanga shaka capital ya million emwe konka wate kumwe binke mitwaro nkabiri nateka wezo ngasiga izindi bari kuzikubanja twanthendera muheru gwa company tuje ngutweje ataje ngo company tugendera tendere buryo omwe sinzi zabo sigita kashashwire uriko ngo washashura zakenga maybe company ine date si na chi then mwabagana bakwita dividends ringa shamago baganyo
yes
so atibakije nangwa tubahindura mu company number registeringira hari online umwe yanti nyonyi ndafutana ko company kanje ngenda ndafutanga ngakafuna ndafutanga kuguza senda abantu naniwo kije kemera kajotanya ndafutanga mwene uryo mukazi wanje ndiyo mushije nteka tani ko family yitu ngakafuna tani ko kakafuna ndafutanga kuguza senda abantu tujya ngutwereki amagoba what do we do tujya registeringa company kanya nguyomba kweto Olivia nyomba nyatajisho tuje ngo nkaje and financial services limited no company wenja kagambo limited ne aba company konga before that na ngiya kubaja nti company limited by company limited by shares is in companies ibiri limited by guarantee limited by shares na yangu numwe ne shares zanyu mwine share capital kama company yani hindana muza kubaganiza shares limited by guarantee kandi limited by shares ndakarijereho mumwe kango mwenda kuja gukora amagoba mwenda gukora profits singa budget dividends mu company yanyu ejo so then those are limited by guarantee no shanga ngo your intentions are not to make profits za NGOs nanda kurebera abane fuzi ndafutana ko wonka makanisa kugira ngo umwe guye no kuhereza abantu washanga ngo egenderwa cyanyu tukora amagoba mu company yanyu so mujya mu company limited by guarantee one registering nuko one registering then ye limited by shares unje ngo egenderwa cyanyu no gukora amagoba mu ndafutana kaza kafuna mu ndafutana kavuza sakozi mu ndafutana kahonka mu ndafutana kahonka maybe nka sports asenda kuja mu egenderwa cyanyu ujya ngo you collect money from people abantu bembije ko watching agent so limited by shares aho no kwa no stand then aho za single member company kushangiye nko umuntu utangira company yawe niwe kujigavalinga so when registering a company what do you do no mazore tamazina gawe utinyira J and O na kwesanga Joshua and Olivia financial services limited so elizina ko kono suggesting amaza mugenda mu reserving mu applying online namutu kuza online mashore mitware ebiri ku reserving izina nani 2023 ziza charges what do you do nomugenda muza website ya URSB nangwa tano manzi yugura poto registeringa kugira ngo waronda kugisenga buri kigo cyura no kugizenho kuza page so yugura URSB poto yabo bafuteraho reservation of a company name oteka amazina gawe bakwiye options ngibiri teka amazina gawe amazina gago kuba no yenda amazina actually bakwiye options zishatu teka moyi amazina kuko mwene suggestinga kugira ngo muri yaga terese bapinginga muri moneraza konkora ocheza bafutera hari ya hansi aho kuba no futeka mu PRN he washashura heje mutware 2020 mu URA oziteka mu cyo kuziteka mu osindika ati yo kuri register wa companies na receiving an ankeji yawe reservation form yawe ngo nonda kushaba nonda futanga company ngo nonda bakusuggestinga amazina ati amazina naze mu computer yebe izana shana neryogo which means are Sky TV tikamana nyakajisayenga Sky TV mbaza hayo mu system
Sky television those are different things
if there is a likelihood of confusing the public nacho mbachanga bashanga unonda ko abazina ngenda kushariza nguja uno confusing abantu tibakabasa ku registering so at least shime kwa nertana nanguje tinka nga TV nga TV kanjire ngo nka TV mbarara kugira ngo ngaje Sky bino konjera mu
Sky
TV kandi ryo mu Uganda
one on ku registering already it is existing
because we have like Sky the Sky Sports Squad ijaba jungu anke Sky
unga yeba Uganda
neba irya heru if it's in Kenya it is okay but unga iri company yawe kuza kujisunyirwa mu Uganda kandi eshana na company nisho ryo mu Uganda tubakubasa ku registeringa bashanga at least ne confusing abantu kandi ni unowe inobugabo mu mateka nkima ba Sky TV mwangu ha Sky TV nje ba registeringe kujahababera bakagishazamo kandi bakabakita na sente zanyu so bama reserving izina ryo mbajeta reservation of a company name bama reserving within like 2 days or 1 day izina geru wafuna atotandika kugenda uzizo za form zawe aro form A1
ya beneficial owners namwe mbo bageresere beneficial owner wari bari a company act ibahindura mu gashanza amended yenkumi 2022 na beneficial owners regulations ze 2023 batanze kugira ngo wano rugesenga company yashimikwa n'wire ko muntu in ultimate control of the company ngasho umuntu ino bugabe omu company ejo umuntu atashimikwa no mureka izina rye kujote this is the person in case to facing any challenge is the one who is responsible so you form ya beneficial owner then our home memorandum that cause
yes ya memorandum of understanding
you memorandum that cause in the constitution ya company
yes
so ejo na form ne berho ogiza uma access one za website was printing nzibazo website ya USB was printing ama tukuzi printing utani ko yuza arho memorandum that cause association onka what you do was a website yabo wabori ya online wayiguru utariya izina ryo tunateka mbata kabazo kwitaza fumu zanko yuzamu utayipinga je and what ate kuko wabo waruza vijemo mbar kuretera hariya utandikoza hansi oyuzamu atkozi ejenero byanyu niki ntwenda ko karinga out financial services kanye nguninga kafuna karinga out financial services ebi kibona bino registeringaho then washanga nguni na share capital yine ya miliyoni yemwe shiro mitwaro nkikumi na gumwe ne 2023 za charges washanga ngo share capital yine miliyoni nka nk'itanu no shamazo mitwaro nkikumi na 5 neshweka ziko nshora mu URA aro form ya aro share capital aro memorandum mandate cause nzafumu zo kuba no user aro beneficial owners so aho notice of registered office yanyusa kwa numukora byone bibyano byiza ama tukuziza za forms osindika then uza hari mbamba koreko hari ananka online nabo bakoreka hora printing jere amutwe basinja reno printing amutwe printing aho tu store agenda usaba signing abaya bakama ba company aba directors ba signing aba beneficial owners ya ba signing then wamara bafanana nako na n'umuntu witness ngashi witness umuntu ari kubona najya mu company yanyu nagiye ba mu registeringa na baba witness nje bamwe nenkaro ya ba commission injira ba stamp injiraho mwaka mu scanninga bakamugara una ndisindika then within like 2 days or 3 days bakwita company were registered
Never Sky TV ria program morning at Sky in Rivia Kamsime na Council Joshua yabana na kuhenda hendera ukumwa kubasa ku registeringa companies zanyu kandi na kugambira different companies and how they operate ria kuganira kintu cha company ro hati twashika company ro netahira munka heze sha hatu amara ku registeringa company how does it enter under the people concerned
now yanta company mama jahanditsa mumwinde ba directors mumba feelingamo this one is the director this one is the secretary this one is a member of the company actually manta kwamba registering a company babeta ba promoters ngashamanda batandika company then hariyo munda mwamutandika director secretary what so atabona butakubona ngo atubine umugabo umu company je atubine mwamani now aho tuza mukufuna certificate yanyu mama sendika form zanyu mafuna certificate yanyu mwajikwata mutyo mungaro the first thing that you do no manza mukororo chiko because gamatekanga jango companies speaks through resolutions mukororo chiko rwanyu resolution ni ngoro chiko mukiyamwe kimwashara
mwichirizana niyo memorandum of understanding
memorandum of understanding ekantu tushobore memorandum of understanding chimanyisa memorandum of understanding ni endagano
yo kwichirizana
yo kushanga mwichirizana no muntu muri kugera kanjere ngo wanguza nka restaurant kama nje ushobora n'abari bacengeje ari wanguza nka restaurant wanguza restaurant wanjangu restaurant je wanguza ebintu birumu amasahani habi ebyo nabitwara wonga kizimbe necyamuka mwacu mwe just bintu bantupangisana then wajutanya amasahani aganaga n'ibintu bintakuguza ebinkuza nabyo gumana ingupangisa so you can read memorandum of understanding kugira ngo obwire bute na buti niza kuba ninkwese kine cyonka TV yanje tuwajenguza najipangisa amasahani waganguza ekizimbe necyogo so you can enter into memorandum of understanding onka when it comes to company na company yo ruzanga resolution umukoro rukiko first meeting yo kwanza mukakore yo kubanza niyo kucuzana ko mwigora account za company umurato urukiko rwo mbasa kujyango gutwa muhindura twa mwapotinga nka director gutwa monjeraho ningo gusho gutwa muyihaho that first meeting then mugenda mwigura na nkeji account mu ene bank so shanga company ati so nda ku depositinga sente za company no zeka account wanda kure chide chino kiteka rige so director zawo no bafutayiramo so what is the responsibility of the director director yari director wa company nabona ikirizubwa ku planning rejo company irakunga kugura nke motoka so director mbakora board meeting bastama bajyango hati ntwenda kugura motoka ya company bacarabyaho as a resolution bambenda kujango batwane nka CEO chief executive officer chief executive director wa company no bastama it is a board resolution erukurgaye kajango twashira mutwafuna CEO norabe nareberera no utwatwana nka mukuru waba directors ngashabe na kureji company then twine meeting zo kushanga nka members nibenda kuyonga director ajango kure yite byakora twacu bicenga so nibakora ordinary resolution ngasho bakora mbasama ahona aza on annual general meeting zo kushanga bakora kama muherugo mwaka gwangu hendera wajango ikinde kire accountability y'ejineji ba director muhiza accountability ngogo ngo ntwenda kumbinga then no kushanga bajango iki kintu nga director yafa mwe mwe no director ko mwe bambi yafa kandi immediate mwenda kwa pointing director ngashi mwenda kugura nka motoka yo kuzafitanga kutwara ibintu byanyu za katone ziha muguzanka majitani mukora ki aho mukora extraordinary meeting yo bwangu that is extraordinary meeting yo mugikora in case of emergency mustameda kikibiri mujangu twikizane kineki baheza notice aturu wakatanu mujangu rwo kubanza twino agent meeting ndenda kwe kwangu twagura motoka ya company abene kuri kineki kwese tutachikozere kinje bwa inga chimoto kwite fund accident tutakozere iki ekintu zakurema so director wa company mama planning la company amenda kuprochoenga za motoka zi nache nakimenda kugura yechi menda kutase mu gihe kisyane benda ku so nubo kuba directors mbo kuba planning la company then the director even can be removed na wasaku yaho kuna kugambira kana nayiho ba members na sokustama bajengo apana guno gutwamuyaho
members of the board
sokustama bajengo guno twamuyaho then umuntu ari kwine za shares mu company abinje mu ganka ushanga nonda kuza kufuna nkaroni ngo muzasako bakujango no kushashora membership fee ngo umugabo membership fee ne mitware bere bajango no kwigura imigabo no kugura imigabo wati onkanije ngo tumukari gazaroni tumukarebere nako so kokorga waje na bazo muzasako zinonda kuza kwihayo roni bajango uza kugura mu imigabo ngo umugabo ne mitware 10 ningace umugabo ne mitware 5 wama utugurogo mugabo sente zabo bakaza kutemba bakweza roni ya miliyoni bakatema we imigabo y'imtwaro 20 bakaza kuheza miliyoni na n'imitwaro 8 izo makumyabiri zibatema it means wafuna shares zo mu company ejo
okay
twashimye kwamba kora ene meeting hotaro bashimye kwamba ku inviting ngo that meeting bashimye ngo uje sengo mbitabo byabo nkamemba wejo company so abantu aminje nargaje agenda funa unacho batukufuna roni bamutema izo sente muzizi zemigabo ashashwaroni yehwayo agenda aburayo none ushango hata bakwiba ushimye kuba no na mwamukora magubo ushimye kuba no ugakayo musa kwejo na namaguba no sharing akubo kigurayo bakushitema musente zawo zo kugira ngo wafuna shares zo muri gejo sawa muri gejo sako then member word member wa company ushimye kwamba kugise ngo mustabo cha members actually umushango gwa Matthew Ruchikire akanyo mushango gwa mana binje bacara gishoma internet neberho vasasi akana hababera Incafex company limited eba kampero bakumbingo mu company amja mutakufuna shares izi note member of the company yababera yabasinga bareba huize member bashango boturyo mbitabo byaba members utwana attending meetings zabo ko imbazabu kwimba mbako votinga ni uze yo votinga mu mutero mu ntakaruru aho ngicyo kita proxy mu companies kushango nabantaroho nakusini ko runwanu wanje yuko je no ntera karuru kanje so no boro proxy then yoyimba nakusindikayo umuntu yawe na participating mu company voting process tukaja ngo ngize note member kandi mwamu company neza kuhendera nawashime kuba na sharinga amagoba ganyu na yaba member wa company
yeah we bari mdonga Joshua ya Sky TV no wasa kutwegita hakiganiro kitu wanonda kumanya ebintu bitari mwe na bumwe aha company ro ututeresumu ayano tumushanje munana cyena na mukaga 552255 ubase kubona umanya cyangwa cyo kwenda kubuza aha company ro abo kwa abantu binje nibajuhura takumako kwa applying kitaka kushitiraho bwiro bwinje no basa kujo tevye bintu bishiriyo kwebyo ninjane bya bagiga kwite tubikabe kutukaho so no basa kubona tuteresumu yitu sakubantu Dr. Kanso na kushoborera ukwe kugenda company ro
na n'ikindi company zetu kuyambera abantu binji wanda kufuna nka habinje family zanzira kufuna nka loans nanda kufuna loan kata ko ndizina ryeyi biryo ryaza kugira ngo bijane baronda baze kumuronda anyine batandiko za companies agenda baguza loan bakuguza mu izina rya company mwamu hababera mu muhabera company kuzo kaba kamabayo no shanga cyabagumera so binje bacha kwesa family as a family bastama bashengeza companies no shanga abantu bajangu itaka rya family tuni family yito yinitaka kandi ganya ngo abantu batarutwara you can go and register your company itakaya nyumuruteke under that company kugira ngo it is owned by that company actually no shanga ryabana safe kuchira kushanga wafa rwo magara genseji batata kwibiri itaka
abana babapwara hitaka
company yone yegumaho
kandi company inemu resolution yo kuzana ngo nore people be owning these big companies kandi oshanga ngo yargaho umwana we sometimes is neglected and yet we think that this child must be also considered as a shareholder in the company because the father was there.
Now one just a company yawe nyonge mwana wawe wajisenga company yewe aba director wayo atisanya ndi mwana washimukwana nyino including mu company ejo wobo tantire mu company ne very separate magictoro no gictoro nabandi mijambo gizamu nujangita cyana mukono yawe.
I thought if they put next of kin this child must step in the shoes of the baby.
So now chomba chita transfer nangwe bari munongo chomba transfer of shares wawe ine shares zawe wasa kwemero ziguzondijo wabo choroho hurire imeje tumwe umanya shares zanyewe company cyane kujuraninga naziguza Joshua uziyunguze so no wandikira company aba directors basamba kwicezo teka ya application yawe bajya nkati ninge nazo mu mwanya gwawe then abo kwita transmission of shares transfer and transmission they are different bajya mu transmission of shares wafa kuwafa nyondi umwana wawe na paranga foritas of administration bazi impereza najana nazo muri ijo company na directors unyenda ninyenda kuba ninye na repressinga umwanya gwa muzeyi wanje oguyabarumu that one is allowed kana banga kwicereza basa ko babero mu koti baforcing kujangu bakufutasiemo umwanya gogo gwasho atomene wagu repressinga nkano banza funa itazo administration then applying mu company
no mwene chintu tona chetorira halo kugira kunyenganye nindaga ninza kuregisteringa company nyine kumanye n'amagezi ga prida na rishuro ya kumanyangu
naona na companies mbabasa kuzeregistra nkanyo nyine kamwe kwani register office kijamira kugisenga za companies zo kugaba loans za sakozi
azabadize mureke kutwa bagambere bareke kutwara ndanga muntu z'abantu
so na cyane no nyinda kubahendera hari abakafu n'aba financial services kuma utufana certificate yawe then you can go and get a license for lending out money ugendo zaha abindi kamu mutabona bacakuzaza kanso no manzo URA bakugenerate injira tin yawe ya company then uza kanso bakugenerate sense zishumwa no shashora ugendo zo bango shashora bakugendera tin yawe jane mtware 2 bagete ya kasasoro ku location yawe kuza kumana ukora na nkeji money lending yawe wafuna license yawe gita certificate tani kuguza abantu center kugendera
Ugataro kutware nanga muntu z'abantu. Niregize ngo utaciro kutware ndanga muntu z'abantu. Company nimwe bakanzo numuza ku emphasizing ejo point. Wale bo muntu.
Wotine ndanga muntu oino musingo.
No. Wale bo muntu documents zari kudura ngona kwa natware ndanga muntu z'abantu. Just tell this person they are doing the wrong thing.
Anyway, what they can do, uisha nonda kufuna nkaroni je ninga ngashikisha nonda kuvuza ko mbanka yinecho kwenda kwenda kuyamkasinga yinecho kwenda kuyihamu basha ID zemye chiba gukora nawe the photocopy photocopy nga ID
Must you have an idea of some nyoni ngamba side yawe iwe nkaroyi barete papara nkasa ko bayomba kutana. Obviously they will tell you how they are going to operate. We don't expect these people to take national IDs.
For example nyonga yani just enjero muntu company echo kukora just nimba ni kwenda ho na nkeji nini just imengo no nini kujitaka yo system wati ko system kajaka mote nini ukayentaringa they bring the details of this person. There's no need for me to take your national ID. Then abinji I think as a banks abinji bagenda bogesa IDs bakora ID y'echipuri na ne original kuma original ye yakwereze y'echipuri kugira ngo just bino ufuna okuwa kwasa kufuna ugo muntu in case of anything wasa kumufunda ngai ungati tizonje sai kugira ngo umuntu kwate original ID ya ujereza umuntu anu basa kogesa mo photocopying also it can work.
How many tin numbers should I have for that like kujeza kubuza imbasa kufuna tin number mwenje kuze for like my 10 companies zona zilizanje ninga each company has its own tin number.
Now jengu nokoranka Sky ariyo mukozi wa Sky masoja ngo twenda tin number yabagumwe baka maybe mshoro natural yana kufutema hope as you earn nkebyo obana ufuna tin number yawe as a person and as an employee of this company then na company bine tin number yayo na naona kujisaninga nijo company nashime kwa bine tin number yayo.
So you get different tin numbers for different companies
because companies are different.
Yes, somebody wa Sky TV ninjira mwajena no mwega bintu bitara mwana mwe na mnonga ahacinde chukwatirine na company ro. So hati twaza hacintu cha abantu abari involved abo kuba nareba harumu directors harumu lawyers abantu aba ne masti ngo boyine roya ninga roya nabatarma abo kuba nare ninjo ninjenda amhanda kugira ngo mwazo mukoti sometimes. Should you stay with the same lawyer or you can get a different lawyer from the person who registered the company?
Now kandi tuchikwe za NGOs ezikoze sinyaze company mtere by guarantee NGOs no shangazi ne legal department
muno shanga chitongore chinero yo wacho
wacho
registeringire
nangu tujango wacho register necessary some ne mutaso ko yamba register inje yamara and you get a legal officer wanyu ngoshanga mu department yanyu mu legal office it is not necessary ngoshime kwa ine nka PC unazo mukoti koza masa kufuna nka umuntu ine bachelors
in laws
ne bachelor ine bachelor of laws na bahabora how company should run whatever like for example can take chokureba I think I set out so shanga bati bine nka attorney general narukuba nahoreza government konko set babi ne legal department kandi bine mbaro yazi kandi batena na PC just bayeze bachelors kugira ngo umuntu gwana nabahabora ikineshi tukore ikineki in case ayenda kwimika ko mushango abayamba bagiye bazawatene general bana abafiling repopora so just soronga zwa from kuba nabahabora then inaba no kushanga mbene nk'umuntu ayine PC kugira ngo in case of anything bino yamaka bahoreza so mumune muri legal department yenyu kugira ngo mwenda kuzanko mukoti this person can represent you mutamune you can get a lawyer.
Yeah murebo wa Sky TV no basa kutera hana mbya no tumshanje munana cyenda na mukaga 552 twase kwa ntuganira niwe acintu cha kambaniro twaza cintu cyo kushanga ngo we have a company mu Uganda konka this is also we are planning for it to be an international company katujerengu company itu ntwenda ebene kwa Tanzania maybe na Kenya na Tanzania na DRC. How do we go about such a company that we intend to be from different states and yet we are Ugandans?
Wale munongo watanga kuvuze vuzo bya ba professor so now imbasoko ba I calculate chukureberonka before we even going for international companies I calculate nka katwine nka waidi na sertero.
Yes.
Kushanga nka sertero ekani kuransi ya waridi akweta merging.
Yes.
Nimbasa kwemera anka kandi I think chukureberonka yes kankweza nka ngenti waridi shanga ino na setero ne kuransi yayo shanga ya merginga actually mwe merging jet ngo kushanga company ne kuransi yeji yaba ya kureji kujangu mamwenda yes muso shanga mukwatana so omijenye mukora shanga she yazibi hana bi hano mugitano mukwatanisa batushanga teji company ya currency yeji that one is allowed mu mateka bagukata merging shanga ji company ya merging aningesha kwatanisa na neji.
Let's say we have like a company in Tanzania, we have it is one company but it is operating in Tanzania, it is operating in South Sudan, and actually the main branch is here in Uganda.
Now one masa kwa tuine company in Tanzania hasa kwa hiyo company company je inataka cooperate njiro mu Uganda. Now mateka tuine shukita incorporation of a company and registration of a company n'ebintu bibiri. Incorporation of a company nchimanyisa cyo mateka ngomba jangu itize incorporation a company nani intandika ku reservingizi na kukora ki that is incorporation of a company. Now registration ne izira nkai company iri mu Uganda ne yokoramo kaje tikicho nkaza ngeza kukakora company shangazi ya America nizo atandikire batanzi zonzi ko mu Uganda nzo koramo. Now registration of a company iri mu Uganda nafutanga kopatija na Tanzania. So what you do mukwa registration of a company mutwa memanda mu VAT codes and that codes zanyu mutwara za form zanyu mutwara Tanzania mwekumanya gukuza kubana mukoraho mbabo batumaza za constitution zanyu za chata biha batuma then they register you to operate from Tanzania kuri mu Tanzania mfone waberi Uganda ngashina ko company ri Rwanda ni basa kugira ngo hanje naguza muna gukora branches ngahi mu Uganda or other countries so they do what we call registration baka bakaji incorporating incorporation yani etandika bichumesho n'abacu batuma mu register ngabuza kweza certificate by the moment you obtain your certificate mujino mu ngaro mwamuzo mahanga gandi mujese mbamba registeringa ndagisangeje company international company rega Kenya ne ko bane ko muri mbara mwanya ogunogu zamu patinjira kuno so they do registration so incorporation yani etandika basi registration yaberinka yahenze kuba incorporated then mweko mu registeringa mu mahanga gandi
Echinde sinanyenda kubuza when does this company apply kujangu company ejiyo echinge mbwenu yachinga tell the reasons why a company should be closed
webari
according to the company law
webari now tunacho kweta dissolution of a company dissolution nichi resolution no jangu resolution RE yo mwastama mukarabya ho HT mwarabya ho resolution yanyuga cyo mwahinguza then dissolution DISS ejo mwa mu home mwenda kwenda company yanyuga cyo kwita winding up of a company mwenda jihendera so mwenda kwenda company yanyu what do you do or other reasons company basa kuhendereta one washanga ngo members ba company ndanonga interested na ba directors na mwitsa munyangwa we should end this because we are no longer making profits see company ruzinjere our core values zo besu gitandikiro so masa company yani maso gihendera ekindi rero order ya koti kugira ngo company mwabe mutandikiro kandi tukurebera sky neshana neji sky yoko therefore twenda gihendera so ave muntu muyahababera ngo wasikaye yahababera sikaye ndijo amazina gamo ndigashana court can order kugira ngo ijo company mugihendere another thing washanga ngo kandi tekachukure nka nesa kubiri nka single member company niba bogetandikiro nko muntu waragomagara genseje kandi ka alternate direct wabote kugira ngo warije kuza ko mbigerere kizinonga interested wasai you can musaja ngo umuntu buka director with car fogu nogu the company masai you can decide and it ends from there so on mateka company here order ya koti masaji hendera mashanga you are no longer making profits and you have agreed you can also end your company but then mama za kujihendera yanyu you have to pass a resolution you notify register wa companies no mustama mukora meeting mu company itunda kujihendera mwishongeze nezi no cyane mu gitwaro register wa companies zo kumba registering akaba ari imbaranira haya kamukuzi muzayo mugambera then company yanyu
you don't just come one day and for you say it's watching mtine papara
hapana
now you can process by process
buri kimwe cyo no mu company cy'imkuza kuba numukora kimwe cy'imkuba mwenda gukora you have to pass a resolution mustama mukoro rukiko
na no kugita mba members abandi na nabandi secretary because of ABC.
Yes, akuba naza mu system amwihamu. Register companies naza mu system. So numusamana umwihamu then mwamara mugena muzomba kabashashira mitware Ernest Chweka mwatakinga receipts mutoro register wa companies amwihamu kugira ngo amuheru company yanenda kuhenda tije kujya nanda magoba because some people come abahabara company ngo ngazomugije company 20 ati mu 2023 aterese chemeye kuba buri kwezi ko shanga ndo aninga katuje ngo mitwaro nka 5 kusiyato bobwiri chumutarigo miliyoni kachukuma babara company gutera muhire magoba gay kandi abatachiri member. That's why you need to notify register companies yango baza kuyabaza mu system bashanga bamwihiremo baherize nshonga yabatachiri member wejo company.
Twagamba ha gukora company, that is company registration. Twagamba ha
incorporation
not sure wagamba ichinkendo tell right merging of these companies. Sometimes you have to ko company yakubya linka Olivia irikwenda kugita maybe na Joshua how what they are supposed to do also.
Washanga company eroho indatanga competence yayo what we call numukora you do your manner of understanding mukora resolution yanyu mujipasinga mujana registeringa.
It is now what I'm thinking, because there are no longer two companies now, it wants to become one company.
Nangu yene nejo pretenderance yayo tukakwata company yawe ngakwata nka Sky kajita Sky TV kajita nijo Mbara TV kugira ngo wazigita hamwe yene ne ko rahansi yayo
bara nene ko rahansi
aheri kuba nekireriye kushangine ngashazi nyinjo mu company ejo nekiriye ne ya pretenderance yayo,
so it can never be
kugira ngo unless mwajango we want to register turakujisanga ngenijo company tukazigita mwene tukajihendera zia tukazihendera that one can be allowed and you can dissolve this company, so you may dissolving and never dissolving yabo then mugita mazina ganyo and you form a new company. Unkayo mwajeta as a company independent shimukane pretenderance yeje ungomuntu shangana mukwatanisa mukora hamwe mwataniga meeting zi unkamwenu inekuba n'ikizanta ya user shares then nayo mumuntu kuno notifying registrar wa companies
when every step you make you have to
ungachimona kwa shwari ngabale ba Sky TV people have made money through companies. Inama tufutanika companies zo cleaning chumuta ino company na cleaning ebizimbe na cleaning amarwaro and people make money mugamye namushujyango iyi company abantu so amatenyizo kujyango at least ni encouraging or register companies companies yamba mnonga abantu people have become rich through companies wana kuendinga center register as a company wanda futanika uza sakuzanya mu register as a company
beganye mishoro kanso abantu beganye mishoro na mangu wagira nguje and company limited already ogono mishoro
by the way now watanika company yawe the company limited by guarantee kandi tachokoreberaho that one you're not intending to make profits za NGOs zihanazi abinjino ushanga mushitina abantu bina makansa gukora sente ngumuza gisaringa as a company limited by guarantee ngo shanga shishora mishoro then limited by shares bunana hereza ki bunana no kwashora emishoro mu unganzi star sente nyinji jerjera share capital nyimwe atandi chise mwota chise miliyoni emwe bakemera akabasha umishoro gwa miliyoni ziti unkabat people bajusanga zo kwenye nsimanyeza umuntu ezabagiga ba sidiru bayi people register companies and make money
abantu abakutenga bono bachi
nana umuntu wo cyaro mwegita abantu bana mutandiko company yanyu mujisanga nyango company itegenerwa kitu naki ndikubantu koreye kineki ndikubantu koreye kineki ndikubantu koreye kineki mutandika muzomu matu mushabimira mu murebe bizimbi by'amanu muzimu ngo we can clean your building pa month mutashose ndeziti and just ndaka abantu bakuranse kambana dio make become rich
nk'abakuba abantu bakora nko bwa MC basakora ka group yabo
this the muskorere company yanyu yaba MCs you have your members directors what
abachikozere hati nabana ba actually abana ba photography and videography their company
ushanga no approaching a company yabo bakohereza mishasha sente zabo za account ya company bakohereza umuntu agenda nanka tandika ba operate aba MC bonyamukora bakora
kuno kuronda ka office ko kusama
yes mwenda kuzana inyama you can form a company mwenda kusikana mandazi you can form a company
tubyakiri nke byakare kura company ukahura watetema okay umurebo wa Sky TV twabantu ganira ahashonga ya company ro oine kanso Joshua nayongera kutera muto cyo mushonga zitari zimwe na zimwe obwire bwagena n'utwirukanga hono basa kutereze bugambo byahamuheru ebwakuba wasigenye mutagamba bona rishi echo ko no muri bwa Sky TV amanye akintu cya company ro tukuza kucinga program yitu
maybe nimbaso kwiza kabante nambanje yesumu kugira ngo nigesa je wanda kubuze kusingaho kutatendeba abantu binjo mu byaro no bari ba Sky TV zero mushanzuri 2 nkaga ni 93 ana ni 2 na zero mushanju 8 mukaga itane mirundi 3 mukaga zuri 3 0786 555 603 and 0702619342 sasa kuntera nambezo in case you want to just a company you want to know more about companies ngashinde cyo kwenda kupatinga kumanya how you can end your company I can advise you.
Tunaanza kutandika ho company. Wewe bari muri wa Sky TV wabatinde kurugasha hebe mpaka shahi 2 kurugasha 2 mpaka shahi 3 kurugasha 3 mpaka shahi na aha morning at Sky ino Olivia Kamsime utarga Sky TV twinire program zezi nyamwinji usiwe kuruja.